Hey, what's up, guys? Matt from Matt's Guitar Things here with another Sabaton reaction. Reacting to Crossing the Rubicon today. Um, for some reason, I just felt like googling the word Rubicon just to because I wasn't exactly sure. Maybe a mixed meaning or whatever, and I just saw something vaguely to do with Rome, and it said passing the point of no return. So I just closed the window. I was like, nope, no spoilers. So all I can think of is it's some some small part of the large Roman Empire marching somewhere to no return. So let's try and figure out where that is instead of trying to ramble for 20 minutes about where it isn't. Anyway, um, the link in the description will be the link to the original video. Please do go there. If you're going to leave a comment there and like and whatnot. Support, Sabaton. It's there. This is their music after all. And then if you have a spare second, if you want, feel free to like my video, subscribe, and all that, whatever. But go to their video and give them some love because it's the new album. Check them out on Apple, wherever else you can find Spotify, Apple, Weezer, Deezer, D's nuts, who fucking knows, whatever, wherever you can get it. Chuck them a buck, buy an album, whatever you can, support them. But yeah, let's get into it. Sabaton, still quite fairly new to Sabaton, so I'm enjoying this journey, checking out this new album, which has just come out today. Well, it won't be today by the time the video comes out, but it's today right now. So let's get into Crossing the Rubicon. Ooh, blinded. Okay. Okay. So a quick little pause there. So what have we got there? 100 years before Christ. So there's a little bit of info. Um, oh my God, have I already forgotten what I literally was just remembered? I was like, let me remember that. 100 years, yeah, 100 years from um, the conquest. Footsteps of the Great is what I was remembering. So similar direction as Alexander the. Although no, Alexander. No, is he going to? Where is? Was Alexander the Great came from up in the mountains, up in like India or something, the Kush Valley or whatnot, didn't he? March mountains over from march mountains? Crikey, that would be difficult. No, marched elephants through, over, under, through, under, round. Elephants, mountains, long distance. Although they marched to there, wasn't that? Because the descendants of Alexander the Great are still. I'm pretty sure they were descendants of Alexander the Great living in some place up in a valley, and nobody's allowed to touch them or like talk to them, and it's something kind of weird. I'm gonna have to go and watch another documentary. I've got a long list of. I've literally. I've spent about an hour watching Sabaton videos, and I've got about 12 hours worth of historical documentaries and movies to watch. So let's carry on with the movie, so that I can get to those historical documentaries. Anyway, let's carry on. Key change. It's just the way that some of these videos are animated. It makes me think that their like bottom lip is quivering, like. It's like this strong, powerful, imposing man with a quivering little. I'm sorry. It's funny. I should be laughing around this serious. So we've got more information. So he's crossing. So he's coming to Rome. He's not leaving Rome. He's coming to Rome from far off. I really should know more about the Roman Empire. The problem is whenever I played like Rome Total War or Rome 2 Total War, I was always far more interested in those mad Celtic bastards dancing around in the woods that sadly we just don't have much documented stuff about other than the Romans' accounts of like the equivalent of just peering over a fence and going, "Ooh, they're pretty fucking weird, aren't they?" You know, but not much to learn about them because they didn't like writing anything down. I think there was something about the old the old folks of like the British Isles and whatnot not writing down knowledge. So until and then the Romans come along and then it's all Roman from now. It's all ogre now, except it's Rome. Anyway, I need to. I know there's a documentary series about Rome, which I think was it a HBO show a while back, and I think I want to watch that. I want to watch something good, but there's such a wide time period. I'm not sure. And then you get into like East Byzantine. What the fuck is that? And, what's it like Greece and Turkey and God knows. Let's get back into it. Oh, oh, that's a good one. Good thundering. Nice couple of key changes in there as well, just to lift it up a little bit. Just seeing if there's a little anything in there. Anything. So it is Julius Caesar. Okay, literally, probably the only name of any Roman Empire, any Roman, person that that's who. Let's have a look. Gaius Julius Caesar, born 100 BC, rose to power in the Roman Republic as consul and later dictator. He led successful military campaigns in Gaul, as mentioned, defeating the tribes like the Helvetii, the Belgae, and Arverni, and extended Roman control to the Rhine River. Good lord, that's up in France or Germany. Well, it depends who you are, I suppose. When political tensions escalated, he crossed the Rubicon in 49 BC, triggering a civil war. Victorious in Italy, Greece, and Egypt, he returned to Rome and enacted major reforms, including the Julian calendar and urban development. His assassination on the Ides of March 44 BC ended his rule but cemented his legacy as a brilliant general and a pivotal figure in Rome's transformation. Hmm, interesting. That's another historical documentary slash movie slash book slash novel slash poem slash YouTube series added to my list. Um, if you've got any particular recommendations of historical stuff like that, please do feel free to leave a comment. I watched a little. I watched about one season of show, although it felt a little like kind of. Although, what am I getting at mixed up with? It felt almost a bit like a comedy, but it was a show called Britannia, which was very like fantasy. But then again, it's about the group of people that we don't really have much knowledge of, the pre-Roman, or oh well, it was as the Romans were coming over to the British Isles and whatnot, following them. So there's not much to go off. So you can mysticize the hell out of it, and it still kind of makes sense as long as you don't really mysticize the Romans, because we have the knowledge on that. You can mysticize, the old Celtic sort of peoples, and it kind of makes sense. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's all I really know about, other than tidbits from Rome Total War, Julius Caesar, and I mean, I didn't realize this was Julius Caesar at first. It's the sort of thing where I was thinking, obviously it's not Julius Caesar. It's like it's the only person I know, so it can't be the only. It's not going to be about the only person I know in the subject, which of course blinded me to the fact that it is literally the only. It is that guy. Anyway, I need to expand my knowledge a bit more. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed, and leave a like or even a dislike, whatever. You do you. Subscribe if you want some more. Check out the channel if you want to see some like acoustic covers and stuff like that. And have a lovely day. See you around. Bye.